Welcome back guys, and in this lesson we're going to create a Bootstrap Jumbotron. Just to recall, a Jumbotron is a big dialog box that is made to attract users and attract extra attention of users to your website. So Jumbotron is a new feature of Bootstrap version 4 alpha, and it is not present in the Bootstrap version 3. So let's quickly create our Bootstrap Jumbotron, and it will come after our navbar. Let's fix our code, create a comment, Bootstrap Jumbotron, and now instead of a div we'll create a section tag over here. Give it a class of Jumbotron and another class of text extra small, and the text will be centered. Inside this section tag we'll create a div tag. Give it a class of Jumbotron heading, or let's say give it a class of container first, and inside this we'll create a h1 tag. Give it a class of Jumbotron heading, and the text that will be present in our h1 tag will be Los Angeles. After this we have to enter a paragraph tag, give it a class of lead and another class of text dash muted, and the text that will be present in our paragraph tag will be some lorem ipsum. Enter tab. Let's get rid of this, some of this lorem ipsum, because we won't be needing a lot of this lorem ipsum over here. Now this looks good, and now let's press tab because we have a long line of code over here. Press tab and we have a section tag of Jumbotron text center, a div class container, and h1 tag of class Jumbotron heading, and a paragraph of class lead text muted. But there's one problem, because we entered the paragraph tag inside our h1 heading tag, and that's a problem because we need to create a paragraph tag as a child sibling of our h1 tag. So let's undo, and we just need to enter a plus sign over here instead of a greater than sign. Go at the end of the code, press tab, and now we have a paragraph tag as a child sibling of our h1 tag. Now after this div tag we need to enter two anchor tags. So the first one will have a class of btn, another class of btn-info, and the text that will be present in this anchor tag will be read more. Similarly, we'll create another anchor tag by adding a plus sign because it will be a child sibling, and this anchor tag will have a class of btn-secondary. Let's fix this class over here, and the text that this anchor tag will contain is click here. Press tab. Let's fix our code, and we have two anchor tags over here, and we can give any link over here in our href value. So I'll give a link of https www.col-lg.com, and inside this href tag https www.col-lg.com/ecampus. Save this. Let's go to our website. Save this. Let's navigate back to our website, refresh, and we have a Jumbotron saying Los Angeles and some lorem ipsum, and we have two anchor tags or buttons which says read more and click here. So now we need to style our Jumbotron. So we need to navigate back to our brackets editor, and in our styles.css we need to give some space, call the Jumbotron class, open up our curly braces, and inside we need to give a padding top of 6 rem, a padding bottom of 6 rem as well, a margin bottom of 0, a background color of white, and it will be col-xs. Alright, over here it's border color and it needs to be background color, so I needed to write BG instead of BD. So background color is col-f, BGI is background image, BGI, and this will be image slash la.jpg, and this image, as I told you before, is present in my images folder, la.jpg. A background repeat of no repeat, a background position of bottom center, and the last thing will be our background size. And the background size will be cover. I forgot to enter a semicolon over here. Now the next class that we're calling is Jumbotron heading, and this class will only have the font weight, and the font weight will be 300 and a semicolon. Save this. Let's go back to our Jumbotron, refresh, and we have our image, but still it does not look good. So let's go back to our style.css and now call the class of Jumbotron and container. It will have a max width of 40 rem, a background of RGBA, and it will be 255, 255, 255, 0.2. Then a padding of 2 rem and a color of white. Save this. Now call the Jumbotron p tag, Jumbotron and p tag, open up curly braces, give it a color of white as well, semicolon, and a text shadow of 0, 0, 10 pixels, and an RGBA of 0, 0, 0, 0.5 this time instead of 0.2. Semicolon, save this, go back to our website, refresh, and now our image and our Jumbotron looks good. And to bring our button into this section is very easy. You just need to navigate back to your brackets editor, go to your website.html, cut this div tag from here and paste it after these anchor tags. Save this, go back to our website, refresh, and now you can see that our buttons are inside our Jumbotron. So this was the end of this lesson. We created our Jumbotron, and now in the next lesson we're going to create some cards into our website, and after that lesson we're going to create our footer area, which will be the end of our coding exercise. So stay tuned, stay focused. Only 2 more lessons or 3 more lessons to go. Stay tuned, and let's move to our next lesson.